that takes a lot.
I'm the curmudgeony old neighbor who's just looking out at her windows being like, you crazy kids.
Considering you get bundled up in blankets with your cup of tea in your hand and
there's ATV kids like across the street from me, and yeah, I can catch myself looking at them like that fucking picture of Squidward. Like,
yeah, basically, yeah, that is actually a good way to put it, honestly.
What are those Neanderthals up to? Don't they know I'm spoiling myself?
Like, I'm curled up in my tea and a blanket, and I had my book all nice and comfy cozy to wait to get on, and then I just hear them revving. And I'm just glaring outside my window now.
I'm the same way with my neighbor's car alarm, but the weirder part is I'm the more curmudgeonly despite them having 30 years on me.
Good.
I just get spiteful. If they start endangering the neighborhood, I'll just put popcorn in their fuel tank.
Put on their engine. That'll be a real surprise.
No, put it in the fuel tank. 1, they won't know. 2, it'll start their engine. 3, it'll rip right through the fucking intake. Fuck you.
We had Chult of Personality. Do not condone sabotaging people's vehicles. Only in moderation.
Although we do find it very hilarious.
Yes.
Nope. I only did it once.
That's how we all went to that same quote. Like, we don't condone this. We do find it funny, though.
The funny thing is I learned it through automotive repair because my professor went on this tangent of wild shit he's seen in the fucking 70s. And we're like, what? And my brain went, foreshadowing is going to be a story beat that helps me later.
I mean, it's similar to... It's just the reverse of the principle of cracking an egg for the radiator.
I mean, the worst thing I've ever seen is I've seen a tie rod impale through an engine block.
Ooh.
That was fun. Because, like, part of our, like, training when I was doing automotive repairs, people would take their cars into us. And, you know, it was a cheap alternative, but it was like, let some greenhorns go ahead and scratch their head at what's going on with your cars. So I was just like, well, let's see why it's not working. I open up the fucking hood and I'm like, oh, that's why. Your engine got kratos, dude.
Kratos right in this by tie rod.
Looks like somebody just rage impaled your fucking engine block.
Well, no, that just found out his car was a vampire.
And then he just looked at me and he was just like, so can you guys fix it? And I looked at him and I was like, no.
Oh, this is
the entire engine has a fissure through it. If you got some spare steel and I had a crucible, maybe, but that's a hard ask.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I would need like $20,000 more than you're willing to pay me to fix this.
I just told him to go get a new freaking car. Like everyone. He went to my professor. My professor was like, yeah, no, get a new freaking car.
But we should also
your
say...
Your engine is split in half.
We would also like to point out that unfortunately Chaco won't be with us for this session, so his part will be played by Mila Ninja.
Yo. Yes, I will do my best to shoot the things, as it were.
I mean, shoot the things.
We're basically just going to have the turret from TS2, and it's going to be the exact same experience, so...
If I don't like something, use bow. And if it's still standing, use bow.
Exactly.
More bow. Wow.
More bow.
But yeah.
Activate bow plus.
For already, I'll kick it on over to the live scene.
Spokely Dokley Navarino.
Welcome one and all to session 52 of Chult of Personality. When last we left the expeditionaries, Enoch, the human warlock, Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer, Tyrant Babe, the Minotaur paladin, Elise, the wood elf ranger fighter, Dan, the half-elf witch, and Rue, the human druid monk. The party secured their freedom from the cog of hatred by defeating a war band of orcs in the final wardrobe. And as the last orc was felled, the portcullis was raised to reveal the passage beyond, a hallway littered with rusty metal. Enoch warned the party of transmutation magic which he detected, whilst Rue, still wild-shifted as an air elemental, went to scout ahead. Dan cautiously proceeded, but as he entered the field in this hall of decay, all of his clothing and non-magical weapons and equipment that were comprised of cloth, leather, metal, and wood were dissolved instantly, leaving a naked Dan on his broom of flying. Rue descended down the nearby stairs to a green hazed room, rocking chairs, haberdasheries, and an open cauldron, as well as a cell with a prisoner seemingly inside. 3 tiny dolls of various forms cautiously approached her, but unable to communicate with her, they fled further into the chamber. And as she began to return, spying an ivory ring on the keystone of an archway nearby, Rue managed to jostle the ring free and disable the Hall of Decay's decaying field. After Tyrant Bane gave Dan some orcish clothes and hide armor for a makeover, the party proceeded towards a balcony, where a massive chain appears to come in and out of a set of portals to spin a gear, seemingly powering the machinations of the tomb. A contingent of Modrons appeared from a rift above the party and attacked them, but by the power of shatter, flight, arrows, and moonbeams, the Modrons' bodies plummeted into the portal below before getting torn asunder. Exhausted, our party wishes to long rest, whilst Dan is keen on tracking Peggy Deadbells to the next floor. As the expeditionaries gather and attempt to make camp once more, where exactly are the Stone Sisters? Who or what are the mysterious dolls that attempted to talk to Rue? And what else lies on the floor below? Perhaps we shall answer these questions and more on tonight's episode of Chult of Personality. So, I believe you guys were just about to get set up as Dan was casting Liamit's tiny hut.
Yee.
Yes.
Where did Yuki go? I thought I had her here already.
We had a long talk about how, since we had space limitations, maybe not keep the familiar in the bubble.
Right. I'm so used to her being directly next to me, I didn't even look up.
Just, wait, where's Yuki? 20 feet away. Oh.
Right. Not in the bubble. Yes.
Alright.
Also, I was going to read out the journal entry you gave me last session that I didn't get to read last time.
Ah, yes. Go on.
From the Journal of Withers, ahem. The most fascinating thing my master has acquired in his time is here. He has claimed an ancient creature which can supposedly rival my master's mighty intellect, and yet bend and break his mind to the mighty Asirak. The creature, named Glithril, humbly patrols the waters below the gears of hate. We have had many conversations in the control room. His slime has been the most useful for my traps and spatterings, though I've discovered that fire tends to clear it away. So Enoch looks at all of the puddles and just anyone want to burn that?
I could get
Zeno
that.
without it's gonna be just chucks a firebolt at him.
Alright.
Dad's gonna cast bonfire on some of the piles.
Alright. Between your fire bolts and creations of bonfires, there's a sickly gray haze that kind of emits from the fires as it burns away the slime, but the floors are not cleared.
I will also ask, just above game, since it's been 4 sessions, does that name sound familiar to the voice that introduced itself into any of our heads?
Let's see.
I remember one of the voices told us their name, but I don't remember if it was nice voice or evil voice.
I don't remember
Above
the name at
game,
all.
I think it was,
Oh no, you're right. I think it was the bad one.
Yes, it was the bad one, but who were they addressing?
I know I got the evil voice.
So did I.
I also
Yeah.
got it.
The funny thing is, I think both Zeno and Enoch both were just like, yeah, fuck you. We've been through this already.
I think it was Dan that he introduced himself to.
I believe you're right now that
So
I
let
think
me
about
check
it, yes.
my notes. Yep. Gilrule, something like that. I have the spelling of it.
The pronunciation was Glee Rule.
Galirule.
Does that ring any bells for anyone?
Rue just shakes her head.
Well,
I don't think it's a name that's known to me.
well, supposedly it's kicking around the waters below us, so we might still run into it.
Actually, I guess if it's a creature, would I have any chance of knowing, or would that just be?
I'll say above from the mention in the books, you guys have never heard of this creature.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
All right.
But now that we know it's covered in a flammable liquid, fire will be just the thing to pull it out.
True, but it's also hiding in water, so mixed bag.
Definitely put the fire out, but we could set it on fire as soon as it gets out of the water. Or we could try to, I don't know, use telekinesis to lift it out of the water and then set it aflame.
Depending on its shape, I could think of a couple ways we could go ahead and pull it out on the shore.
Well, meanwhile, I guess it's just time for us to do our rest.
Now the bubble should be all set up, right?
I see so, if you guess it.
Yeah. You managed to
Yes.
get your tiny hut bubble up.
Now, what color should it be? The color of the stone floor or the color of the gross slime?
Well, we burned the
I'll
gross
take
slime,
the,
so...
I'll take the stone.
Fair enough.
I don't want to go ahead and sleep going, ah, yes, viscous.
You sure?
You know what? Ask me that again in an hour. My opinion of it might change.
All right.
All right. So, anything else you guys wish to do as you're attempting your long rest?
Well, while this is going on, since Enoch doesn't sleep, he'll just be casting Detect Magic at regular intervals, making sure nothing enters the room.
All right. Yeah, you don't really get any pings for your Detect Magic as you're sitting there. Aside from that, not much else happens during your long rest, so for the sake of brevity, it is completed.
Yay!
For the record, Rue lets the lizards wander around and see if they can, like, find their own little bugs or whatever.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a couple of stray bits from some of the bodies of the orcs that were lying around there. Like, there's a hand over here. There's, like, a finger there. Some flies have started to gather, and they seem keen on hunting them. Let me see how they did. Yeah, Licky manages to catch a couple of flies, while the other one who speaks Druidic, he's not having that good of a luck.
If he has a hard time, then she'll make good berries. Make sure to share with everybody, including the lizard.
Oh, thank you. You hear in Druidic as the lizard just saunters up and takes the berry.
I owe you my life. Meow, 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 meow.
You know, you're the nicest person that I've run into. even more so than your father.
She tilts her head. I would imagine that being trapped in here, you don't find very many friendly sort.
Yeah. I
That
don't know,
reminds-
just
Sorry,
being
carry on.
able to... Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla. I keep on talking over you. Go on.
No, go ahead.
Just... I don't know, just... Kind of looks over towards Licky. Knowing that I was like that. And now I can... think? Do so much more, but... Why did your father do that to me?
Would I know why?
Intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence.
I will take this lizard,
9.
give it anxiety.
No. Don't give him anxiety. He doesn't deserve that.
You think about it for a little bit, and... Your father was seemingly one of those types of druids that awakening them seemed like it was the best idea. Sometimes they can be good for scouts if they can communicate with, more people, but aside for that, he was lackadaisical when it came to which creatures he chose to awaken.
She kind of gives like a little bit of a half shrug. I don't believe he meant to be cruel or anything. I think he sometimes enjoys the company. I think he enjoys seeing how other animals might think or behave. How they might help. In your
He's done that
case, I
to other
couldn't tell you for sure, but...
Interesting. But you said he's done it to other creatures?
She nods.
Oh. Oh, I hate to figure out what those creatures are. As the lizard just kind of saunters a little bit, and after, at this point, finally finishing the good berry, it'll crawl up onto your shoulder and then look up. Well, I suppose we could probably get more answers once we get out of here.
She just kind of give it a little pet with her finger. Yes, we can.
Thank you.
One day, all the awakened animals will find each other, and they will make Zootopia happen.
Magic Hero will sing a song to them, and it'll be lovely.
Yes.
There will be a gazelle that demands wider and wider hips.
But here's the question: will those hips lie?
When it comes to
Only
taxation,
if the animators try to nerf her. And that is true. They did try to tone it down, and she said no, make them bigger.
I want a gazelle with a fat ass. Do it.
Not big enough.
Like, it's gotta be like Tempur-Pedic mattress ass. Like, I gotta put my hand on there. A handprint's there for 5 minutes.
Well,
Like, that gazelle cannot put on a seatbelt. It's first try. I'm done. I'm done now.
oh, thank you, Rabbit.
Oh my god. Well,
she can
another
be
plus.
heard from miles away with that clap.
Well, robot, this is in good contention, I guess. All right. So, aside from that, the rest of your long rest continues, and your time has passed. What do you do?
Hooray! We live.
Hooray!
All We got all our spells.
Well, let a whole new day of smiting the fuck out of things commence.
One thing that's been kind of concerning me as Orvex just kind of goes and strides up.
Yeah.
And as you get closer, you're reminded of the louder clanging of the chain. What exactly is the nature of that chain? Its constant journey's just been getting at me.
I'm not too sure. I rode up it for the tactical end, for the tactical edge, but it leads up into. I look toward Dan, a rift, and the way down also leads into a rift. And I, after seeing one of the Modrons fall into it, I do not want to be part of it.
I figured I would try to mess with it with magic, but then we had the whole hag thing, and that kind of requires a lot of magic.
Zeno's gonna look over at Dan, put his hand on his shoulder, and go, "You good?"
Dan is physically shaking. It could be a lot of things. Fear, anger, excitement, possibly some combination of all three.
Dan, look at me. Look at me.
He'll side glance at Zeno.
We're with you. We won't let anything happen to you or Yuki. You're gonna be fine.
I know. Just
I
I've been
understand.
waiting for years. Right down the
like-
hallway.
It'd be like if like I found the guy who wrote that book and made that spell that gave me what I have. I would really like to. I can tell you that because I'm tired of random shit happening to me every time I cast a spell.
You and me both.
We'll actually chuckle at that. I'm sure you would, and I'd help you. If they were still alive, of course.
Yeah, knowing that, like it's probably a long confusing. Oh well.
I will
Well, that
deliver
kinda
Unk's
goes-
judgment to anything that harms you.
Orvex, as you see Talat just kind of go and tap his bridge. I think I know what that chain is about. Really? You do? Yes. Of course, it makes sense with the creatures that attacked us. This is a mechanist chain.
A mechanist chain?
Yes. These chains are often crafted by Modrons and used in conjunction with other machinery to keep the plane of mechanists in working order. The chain is coming through a planar vortex up there, and it kind of looks up and down there. They're very destructive. The vortices are very destructive. No one can expect to enter one and survive. Seems like this chain is seemingly enough to keep the machinations of the tomb in order.
So the chain acts as kind of like the rope on a pulley? If you were to
Yes.
compromise it, the rest would be compromised?
Yes, but that's the problem. The only way that you can hope to destroy Mechanist chain, and he grimaces as he says this, is 3 wish spells.
3 wish spells?
Yes.
Fuck me. Wish. Let's bring wishes into this.
Very powerful spell. I feel like it'd be a waste, honestly.
Unless it's more altruistic to destroy the chain.
Well, it would render the traps moot.
But how
That
much
would
of that
be-
would render the actual... He gestures to all of this entire floor inoperable.
True.
Yeah, my thought was
But-
just using my magic to control the chain.
If
I'm not sure if such a task would be possible.
if the chain goes ahead and controls all of the machination, then couldn't we also use the chain to our own benefit?
I mean, do you have any means in order to build something that could even make a machine of that sort?
Enoch raises
Because
his
I
hand.
don't.
I have no idea what a machine even was before I started traveling with these mercenaries.
Simply put, Tyrant Bane, a machine is basically a combination of tools meant to accomplish a task.
Well, he just points at the
Hmm.
actual, like, this area right here. I was looking just to control this, because if the chain's from Mechanist, whatever, but it has to interact with some other part, again, to be a tool. So, you control the gears that turn the chain, you control the chain.
Thought that the Sirak might have had some other protections for that as well, but the chain itself...
You're thinking
Chain
that
itself.
the chain itself couldn't be controlled, so instead he would make defenses around it.
Like what the Modron said, apparently assaulted us.
Hmm.
Well, that's something to deal with after we see if we get killed by a witch. Enoch says as he walks back towards the stairs.
Hag, but yes, completely different.
Word of warning, there were 3 little dolls down there too. They didn't seem to be harmful at all. But just be wary.
Alright,
Mm.
go ahead and push yourselves down here as I'll describe the room once more for the rest of you. Green smoke billows out from a bronze cauldron in the middle of this 20-foot-high vaulted hall. Barely visible through the haze are 3 rocking chairs, several workbenches heaped with haberdashery, a spinning wheel, and a rusty iron cage containing a prisoner. Galleries stand 10 feet above the floor to either side of the room.
Above game Milla, I need my token. You covered it.
Oh, where? And I don't know. Hold on, let me just go in and grab yours. I don't.
That's not Zeno. That's not Zeno at all.
Let's say put me right there.
Yeah, hold on. Trying to
mean-
figure out how to do this. I just gotta flip back to the page and also grab the rest of the NPCs.
Yeah, you'll have to put them... I put Lucano and Talad, but you'll have to actually put them somewhere because I can't interact with their tokens, just place them.
Right.
Weird. I wonder why it doesn't let you actually move them if you can even summon them in the first place. Or I say
There you
that
go,
like you're
Dan.
using a spell.
Sort of.
You can place them on the map. I mean,
Alright.
I think it's just because I have access to the character sheets.
So, I also need to grab everyone else.
Yep, Kawasha,
So-
Orvex, and Zal.
Yeah, Quasha, Orvex, and Zal. And as I'm going to drag those tokens over, 3 tiny figures waddle towards you through the smoky haze. A straw doll with rusty pins sticking from its body, a faceless child molded from clay, and a stuffed monkey, with whose lower half is that of a unicycle.
These were
The
them.
straw doll says, "You need to run away! The Stone Sisters will be back any moment now!"
Dan's gonna look down at the doll. Are you one of their familiars, or did they curse you? What's your deal?
We're dolls that we were made from the souls of children. The hags did this to us, and To be honest, we want to be away from them.
Are
You
not
might
able
get
to
your
run?
wish today.
Just to clarify, what did you say, Dan?
I said, well, you might be freed today.
Really?
Yes. Our goal is to slay the Sown Sisters. Once and for all.
Hey, the straw doll just looks up. I'm Straw Bundle. She puts one of her straw arms on the clay-looking child. This is Clay No Face. And the monkey points over towards the stuffed monkey. Is Joho.
Can I get the spelling of those for my notes?
Sure.
Can we all get those? Because like,
Alright, party notes. Hiyow. Straw Bundle. Clay No Face. And Joho. Joho.
One letter off from being a JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
Dan's gonna look down at them kind of tenderly. I know what it's like to have your childhood stolen from you by these hags. I don't know for sure if I can turn you back when this is all said and done, but if you'd like to come with us after we take care of the Sown Sisters, you're more than welcome to come.
Of
I'm
course,
willing to
yes.
try.
Yes. You need to be careful, though. They are night hags.
I am aware.
Hearing that, Enoch's just going to saunter over and nudge Tyrant Bane. Hey, Tyrant Bane, didn't you say your nose could pick up weird-smelling creatures?
Of course. Hold on. And he will close his eyes and go, as soon as I find the skill. No. There you go. And he will go. His nostrils will flare.
Sniff, sniff.
Schneep, schnoff.
As you're going to get that pulled off, Straw Bundle continues. They're nursing some kind of creature on the other side of the skeleton gate, but that's all we can see. All right, so Divine Sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You can sense that the area has been desecrated. You do also get the sense of one evil creature. This direction.
This entire place reeks of desecration. I'm detecting one very strong smell, though. That way. And I'll point toward where you pinged to Dan.
Was that in the
Go
cage
west.
or just in that direction that way?
Just, it seemed like it was coming from above the balconies, or coming even at the balconies.
Okay.
Just walks over here, sniff, sniff. Definitely this way.
Also, what's the deal with the gas? Does that look like that's coming from anywhere specific?
Yes, it looks like it's emanating out from the cauldron in the center of this room.
Okay, that's a lot of freaking gas. Gonna
Yeah, the area is lightly obscured.
just curiously look inside it.
Yeah, there's a green bubbling brew that's currently inside this cauldron.
Looking to see if this is something related to magic or hags or anything. This billowing smoke from this cauldron.
allow you to make an Arcana check.
That's a nat 1.
Use your inspiration.
No, I'm saving that in case. Well, when he
Okay,
fights
that's
Wayne-
understandable. Have a great day.
We have a huge battle about to happen. I don't think anyone's ever used it right now.
I'm willing to let this one slide if it
Yeah.
means I can guarantee a hit on one of the Stone Sisters.
I'll give you with this. You know that hags are known to brew concoctions of some sort. You're not exactly sure what to make of what's in here.
Hmm.
Precipitation to try to contain the smoke, or would that just be something that I can't do with that?
There is a lid that is nearby the cauldron.
Oh, well, if it's close to the cauldron, yeah, Rue will just plop that on there.
Alright. And as you place the lid on top of the cauldron, you see the mist start to dissipate slowly but surely from where the cauldron is, until after about a minute, the haze is finally gone in the room.
Be
And
wary.
you're able to see a lot better.
Be wary. I'm sure that they'll suspect some
Specifically-
sort of shenanigans.
Yeah, sorry. And specifically down here, as you look, this 12-foot high, 10-foot wide door is made of green stone. Its surface carved with grinning goblin skeletons. A belt of smooth stone spans the door at a height of 4 feet, with 5 gold symbols in a row. A triangle, a square, a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon. Each symbol is engraved on a recessed circular seal.
Oh, so that's where those go.
Oh. You're interested in the skeleton gate?
I mean, we got the keys for it.
Well, if you need to, supposedly get the gate, you have to complete trials in order to get at them. You need the skeleton keys in order to get in there.
Enoch just pulls out several skull heads with the marks in them. Yeah, we've done this before.
And as the smoke kind of dissipates, you kind of look up. Yeah, you see that from where you're sitting, 5 wooden doors are set into the walls of the galleries, each carved with a geometric symbol. A triangle, a square, a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon, and I'll reveal those areas a lot better.
8 equal side.
While you're doing that, Dan's gonna ask Straw Bundle. So is this room, I imagine, where they do most of their work? A supply room or a room where they just work with the cauldron?
Straw Bundle just kind of nervously rubs her 2 straw arms together and she nods. Just like over there. And she kind of points over towards the cage. They've been working on a lookie like they're trying to get to know you better.
That sounds familiar.
Immediately looks over at the cage.
A heavy padlock secures the gates of the rusted cage, inside which a naked figure cowers under a bloodstained blanket.
Does it look familiar at all?
You can't really see any discerning features of it. I mean, you see some naked feature, you see some of the features of it, but its face is hidden currently.
Guys, you won't believe what happened to me.
Oh fuck, it's Wick.
Sorry. Anyway.
Can Zeto use his mage hand to take the blanket off of the face?
Sure. And as you go to remove the blanket, now I need to get on the right layer for this.
Huh.
You see a half-elf man with long, scraggly black hair, bearing a striking resemblance to Dan of all people, with some noticeable exceptions. Oh, wait. There we go. Noticeably as he kind of gets up, wait! I was needing that.
Well,
You
he's
see the
got
figure
your...
locking eyes with you, Dan.
Oh, he's staring
It's-
right back at him.
Enoch will just lean over to Dan. Well, he's got your anxiety down.
And as you get a better look at him, his beard is a lot more mangy, scraggly. There's definitely a lot more grays in it. His nose is bulbous, and it has a wart on it. The ears are shorter.
So that's what they were using my hair for.
What is this?
Can I roll something to see if I can understand exactly what's going on here?
Sure, you can make an Arcana check, and I'll argue this with advantage, given the nature of this.
That'd be a 23.
You suspect that that this being was created by a ritual, and you get the sense that somehow through this individual, they may be possibly keeping tabs on you. And the first thing that strikes out in your mind is like, well, how is this possible? Then you flash back. The night that Peggy Deadbells took your hair.
So they did a ritual with my hair to create this. Sorry, I don't know if you actually have a name, but we're gonna go with Other Dan for the time being for the explanation here. This Other Dan to basically spy on me. I don't know for certain if this was a person they've transformed a malady on, or if they grew this version of me from scratch exactly. I'm not sure if we should let it continue its existence or just let him go.
Wait, you seriously can't be thinking about that, would you? I mean, I don't want them to do... you of all people shouldn't let this happen to me.
Listen,
Everything that they've done?
Listen, I know. But at the same time, I have no idea if you're a person with your own agency. I don't know if you're a magical creation solely. This could be a ploy to try and, I don't know, hold us back or give them another idea or another being to exploit so they can get more intel. To make you feel better, I am leaning towards just letting you go. But at the same time, there's so many problems, and he starts like looking left and right, thinking about all the possible ways this could be exploited. And
Dan, I have a way of making sure whether or not
Yeah.
I want to call him Dan the Second.
Alright. And I'll give this to you too, Tyrant Bane. As you were catching your Divine Sense, you did not sense him, Other Dan, to be, a celestial, a fiend, or undead.
And also, I cast Detect Magic just to see if he's innately magical in some way.
You don't sense any magic from him.
Well,
His smell.
Sorry.
You go first.
Okay. Well, I can answer one question. He's not innately magical, so he's about as dangerous as you without your book.
And his sense doesn't sicken my senses, so he's not a fiend or an undead.
okay,
Also not a celestial.
so as far as we know, for extensive purposes, he's just another person that
Yes.
looks vaguely like me.
Vaguely. I don't know about that.
Dan taps his nose and pulls his ears.
He also grabs his nose and then also grabs his ear, like, oh,
He has
I
your
suppose you
persona.
are right there. And you just see him kind of get sad, but
Were you were you created, or Dan? You certainly don't have a brother, do you?
No, although didn't think about it for a second. I mean, I was an orphan. Granny Joe adopted me. I suppose, technically speaking, I could, but I don't think this individual is my brother.
Hey, it's weird. I don't think we are related, but at the same time, maybe. Honestly, I'm not sure how I was created, but those hags have been torturing me, just using me for whatever means to keep an eye on you, and I'm sorry, but they know everything that you have been doing inside the tomb. They've known inside here.
They've
Yeah,
had
they
time
know
to
that we're in
prepare and
here.
fortify then.
Can't say I'm surprised. I knew they were going to find some way to keep tabs on us, but this is beyond barbaric. I shouldn't be surprised given I know enough about night hags.
Do you have a name, or are you comfortable with Dan the Second? Or
I
other
mean,
Dan?
I don't remember if I have a name, but
What is-
given my circumstances, I think other Dan works. Maybe?
What is the first thing that you remember?
When it was after we had dealt with Bag of Nails. It was after one of the sisters had taken my hair that night. That's the first thing I remember of myself, but I know. It's
So
weird. I still know everything about you. What happened to Granny Joe? What happened to our home? All the hells that we have been through.
Gonna look at, I guess for now, other Dan with sympathy. I mean, if you're going to be hanging around with us, you're going to need a different name than Other Dan. How does Dave sound?
Dave, it's different enough. Sure, let's go with Dave. But can you please do something about this? I very much do not want to be their dinner when they come back.
They intend to eat you?
Well, when I've outgrown my use for this, yes, they plan on eating me, which is why I want to get out of here.
That might explain the cauldron.
Anybody deal with this lock?
I wave a hand toward my mace.
Then I'll step aside by all means.
Oh, just a second as Dave begins to pick up his blanket and move off to the side, and you just kind of see him look down, and he begins to kind of wrap the bloody blanket around him.
All right. Back up against the cage. I'm not sure how compromised this cage is going to be after this.
All right.
And I will two-handed swing the warhammer into the lock.
All right. Roll the hit.
That's a 23.
Roll damage.
That is 7.
All right. You managed to put a sizable dent in the lock, but it's still barely hanging on.
You know, one thing about this tomb is things are definitely high quality here. Oh.
As you go to swing the second time, you strike the cage. It rattles, and Dave just kind of saunters back a little bit.
Sorry, this is my first time doing this. 13?
13 hits. Roll damage.
8.
And with the resounding crack, he managed to knock them locks loose inside of the padlock, and it falls to the floor.
Here we go. You're free to go, Dave. Let me. The bent part of the cage I will pull up.
Oh, thank you, Tired Bane. Really.
It's no trouble at all. So your memory started shortly after Dan met me in those ruins.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Can you also use magic? Like Ken can?
He kind of squints his eyes and he goes to flash his hands and... Oh. He kind of looks down. He looks up. I guess not.
On there, and if nothing else, then I'll walk over. Can't have you with nothing. Zeno's going to hand him his dagger.
Thank you, Zeno.
And I don't like the fact you're wearing that blanket. He presses his taste the blanket to get basically clean it up.
If you don't mind, Zeno, Dan's gonna pull out the clothes that Zeno gave him and hand them to Dave. Since I'm kind of already clothed, figured it'd be better if he actually wore something than just a blanket.
I was actually about to say the same thing.
Oh.
Now, I want you to realize, Dave, if that's what we're calling you now,
Sounds good.
this man is a good friend of mine now. I want to make the same for you.
Thank you. That really means a lot, you know? Just... Oh. Well, since we have those keys and we know about the trials, I wonder what's behind the doors. But if we want to get out of here or deal with whatever horrors the Sirac is up to...
Behind curtain number 1.
Before we do that, I kind of want to look around this room, see if there's anything of use to us before we press on.
Is it easy to turn a hag's tools against them?
I mean, I kind of just want to see if I could replace some of my stuff that got destroyed by the trap outside. And there could be spell components and the like around here, I suppose.
Well, you do that. I could take a look at. Take a look at Dave. He does look. Does he look injured? Does he look like he could use a little bit of a lay on hands, a little bit of a remove curse, a little bit of a squeaky squeaky?
Well, he does have some bruises, and he does have a black eye as well, but aside from that, he doesn't look like he has
I just asked because like he has 3 marks over him. Is that so we can tell the difference between Dan and Dave, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How much lay on hands do you think it would take to go ahead and fix up Dave if he is hurt?
I'll say above Gabe, he is at his max HP, so you don't need to worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
And should I roll investigation to look around here?
Sure.
I'm looking for, now that I think about it, 3 things. Herbalism kit, an alchemy kit, and a spell component for a spell I'm going to grab in the future, which is a chicken claw and some herbs worth 500 GP.
Well,
See if I can find any of that.
can I use my Eldritch Sight to help Dan?
Sure.
Well,
Not knowing anything, I'm going to do an investigation to look at anything that looks, and I cannot stress this enough, shiny and something Dan would like.
So,
That's a
do I get
14.
advantage on my investigation because Enoch is helping?
Yeah, I'll say I'll let that 20 ride with your advantage.
Yeah!
As you're moving around the various workbenches, I'll say there's enough components there for you to get an herbalism kit.
Okay. Herbalism kit. And any of the other stuff on my wish list, or just the herbalism kit?
Just the herbalism kit.
Fair enough.
Alright. Rue, as you begin to ascend the stairs, you see that there is a door right here. This door, you see a picture of an octagon painted on it.
Octagon. Okay.
8 equal sides.
And as you're looking across, I'll also give the other symbols that you have here. Further down the hallway, you have a square.
Square.
Across the banister, over at the other corner, you see a triangle.
Oh,
Right over here is a pentagon.
That's 5, right?
Yes.
Yep, that's fine.
Yep. And finally, straight across from the octagon room is one with a hexagon.
Beautiful.
You did it! Flawless!
Quality.
Flawless!
well tried.
This is the most grim version of Sesame Street I have ever seen in my life.
Now I'm just imagining straw bundle popping up. Can you count to 8? That's how
Please
old I
don't.
was when I was turned into a
Should
doll.
Shut up!
Should Caitlin have perhaps used the polygon line tool instead of the freehand? Yeah, probably, but did she? No.
No. You know what? I think
better
it's
this
better
way.
this way.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah!
Jake's Yarba Coke.
Yeah. You just gotta mail that to me. I'll get my address after the stream for that Coke.
So, Enoch will walk over to Tyrant Bane. So you said you sensed something evil around here?
It would have to be one of those 3 doors above us. I can get a sense of what direction, but not exactly where it is. It's like a foul stench that just permeates the area.
Fair enough, just trying to figure it out. So we need the hexagon, the pentagon, and the triangle.
Yes.
Alright, well, who wants to try what first?
Give me... We're going this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me the pentagon first.
Alright, he reaches in, pulls out a skull with a pentagon on its forehead.
All right. Slap it in. Give it a turn.
It's just a painted symbol that's on there. There's no recess for it. So as you go to take it on there, it's not the right size or anything.
It's not the right size. I'm gonna look around the door. Is there any way to like insert skull here? Is there like an arrow? Is there like a is there like a twist door? Is there like a
there's a door handle on this door.
I was about to say, am I pulling and it's a push door? I've done that before.
We all have rabbit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to one hoof into the door, sword drawn.
And let me go ahead and reveal this room for you. The delicious aroma of spiced meats greets you. At the end of a 20-foot-long corridor, a room opens up with red tapestries covering the walls. A feast is spread out on 3 tables consisting of roast boar, squash stew, and a tray of iced cakes. Blankets of frothy beer complete the banquet. A gaunt human male in a dusty black suit quietly arranges the items on the cake table, taking notice of your intrusion. Without a word, he gestures for you to come forward and sample the feast.
Enoch, why can't anything be normal in this temple?
Because the gods hate us.
I'm pretty sure it's only a Sirak, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, we've got some gods in our heads that are pretty cool.
Hefty draw of my cow nostrils toward this man.
He kind of looks, waves at you, and he waves at all the food with a smile on his face.
Does he smell like a demon, or an undead, or a
Oddly
celestial?
enough, you don't sense any of those things on him.
There's no smell coming off this man.
Let me check
So there's-
something.
No smelly smell. No
Enoch, as
smelly-
you go to look at him, you get that this man is covered in illusion magic.
Oh yeah, he's covered in illusion magic. So,
Man is not there.
I mean, he could be there. He could just be making himself look non-threatening.
Should have said that was above game.
Ken. I'm gonna look at the butler and give like a finger, like 1 second. I'm going to lean over to Enoch. What's our move?
Well, these are trials.
Do I gore him?
I would say go in and see if he says anything, but be prepared just to slash him.
Wouldn't eat anything in there. Probably all poisoned. I could check that, but that's 10 minutes.
In Omuin, he will mutter to himself, I remember when there was dinosaurs in the jungle and they would bite at you and they wouldn't lure you into traps and whatnot. It was so much easier back then.
You say that,
Also-
but we know... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. No. Carry on.
I was gonna say, you weren't there when we fought the dinosaur that breathed bees.
Bro.
Above game Enoch, you could also understand him saying that now.
No, he's speaking in Omuan. I speak primordial. There's a difference.
Oh.
I speak cow.
And all I was
Okay,
gonna say is, if you're doing detect poison and disease, it's actually a casting time of 1 action. It's concentration up to 10 minutes.
But I can also ritual cast it for 10 minutes and not waste a slot.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. As you go to approach towards the room, Tyrant Maid, you look around and you see this gentleman with his very dusty-looking tailored suit, and he waves at you to come, and he just kind of looks over and he's just presents all the fine food that is here.
My friend tells me that there's illusions afoot here. What have you about that?
He tilts his head at you. And his expression goes to a confused, quizzical look. He shrugs.
Urge to blow you up, rising.
He's a mime, go ahead.
That's fucked up.
I mean, it's not wrong, though.
Don't enable this, Draco.
I'm not a fan of mimes.
Am I the only one who like mimes and clowns?
I like clowns.
Clowns are
I don't
fine.
like mimes.
Mimes are evil.
I'm indifferent to both.
You have the whole spectrum here.
Takes all kinds of fruit to make fruit gum. Can I take some to go?
He nods. As he kind of looks down. He kind of go, and he takes a step back, and he just kind of motions over. Still beckoning you to partake.
I have a delicious steak here.
Just start beating him immediately.
All right.
No, I'm not gonna beat him immediately. Just I was going on the one instead.
All right. So on
We
the
have
table
we have a boar.
Yep, we have some boar. There is a pot with some squash stew over here. There is also some ice cakes. And there is a small mini keg with some beer and a few steins next to it.
I'm going to take a leg from the boar. Like, I'm gonna look at it and be like, can I have a leg of that?
He nods and he goes and he grabs a small plate and he kind of goes and takes one of the haunches of the boar and he takes the plate and he presents it to you.
I thank you. One moment, please. I'm gonna take the plate and walk back to Enoch. Hoofbeats. Tirebane has the most confused look on his face right now.
Magic.
As you go to leave the room, Tirebane, as you're walking towards it, it's weird. You get this very, very strong hunger pain which erupts in your stomach. You are absolutely hungry right now.
Oh no, it's like Discord discussions when people start talking about food.
Oh
Enoch.
no.
Yes?
I'm very hungry all of a sudden. I'm holding this plate of food. Why is that?
Here, let's try something. Enoch walks in a step behind Tyrant Bane. Can I have that boar?
Who are you talking to?
Tyrant Bane.
Yeah. Here you go. Take
Okay.
it.
See if you can take a step in if you still feel hungry.
What, step toward out the door?
The door.
Okay.
Yep, you still feel like crippling hunger.
Yep! Really hungry right now.
Okay, Enoch's gonna take a step. How does he feel?
He still feels hungry.
No, I'm saying, how does Enoch feel now that he is holding this?
Oh, you're fine. I
Well,
don't feel hungry.
okay. You might want to go to Rue and see if she can hand you one of those berries. I think the person who doesn't need to eat should handle this puzzle.
Okay. Rue!
She's already got some good berries in her hand.
Please.
Yes. And she'll just, pardon me. Here you go.
Just that gif of Blake feeding the cow. Nom, 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 nom. I will eat a good berry.
I'm picturing Tyrant Bane grabbing like a fistful of good berries and just shoving them in.
Just grab!
As you go to eat the good berry, Tyrant Bane, you still feel absolutely hungry.
Remind me, good berries are supposed to be like a food source. Then why am I still incredibly hungry?
Am I seeing any
Rue
magic?
looks-
Oh, go ahead.
Rue looks concerned. No, that is unfortunate.
Since I still have Eldritch Sight up, do I see any magic on Tyrant Bane besides his weapon?
No, you don't detect any magic on him. However, as you're making your way into the room, give me a perception check.
Oh boy, I have advantage on these. Finally remembering the fact I have a Papazaddle.
That 20.
Better delivery, better pizza, Papa's
In this corner right here, you kind of notice that there's... As you look at the embroidery of this tapestry behind this man, the embroidery kind of gives off the look of a bearded devil face, and it makes sense as you kind of look at it. You get a slight hint of... I guess this would be abjuration magic? Or no, transmutation magic coming from behind that.
Alright, Enoch.
As in the mouth of that tapestry, you get the sense that, that bearded devil's mouth looks magical on that tapestry.
Enoch's going to poke it with the boar leg that is now in his hand.
You go to poke it, and it looks like it disappears inside it.
Huh. How you feeling,
And as
Tyrant
you go to
Bane?
pull it out, and it's still there.
Okay. Well, we got a magic mouth in here, so I'm going to see about what happens.
All right. As you go to make your way up to the tapestry, what exactly are you doing?
Well, I am first going to lift the tapestry and see if there's anything behind it.
You don't see anything behind it.
Okay, magic tapestry. Good to know. Again, he'll see if he can fit the entire boar leg into the mouth and see if it goes away.
As you fit the entirety of it in there, you feel the boar hit something on the inside of the mouth. It's weird. And as you go to pull it out, yeah, the boar leg is still as it was in your hand.
Okay, he's going to set that down on the table and reach into the mouth of the devil.
You feel something... You feel something hard in here? as you kind of feel around, you feel the base of this thing. It's like, oh, feels like there's a lever in there.
All right, pull the lever, Krunk.
All right, you pull the lever. And I'll say, Dan, as you look outside, you see on the skeleton door, the recess where the pentagon shape is begins to retract even further. And there is a large recess that has appeared on that door.
The door changed. Looks like we can put something in now.
Probably the skull key. I think Tyrant Bane's cursed with hunger. He might want to remove curse. Though we got a scroll for that. Save him.
Oh, it's a curse?
I think. We'll
Oh.
try.
I can do that.
Well, no. Let's save your magic. And Enoch will pull out the scroll of remove curse that we've been carrying around for the better part of forever.
And it's weird. Enoch, as you make your way out and leave the room, in spite of the fact that you no longer need to eat, now you feel hungry. Like, cripplingly so.
Oh. Well, that's a dick move. All right, let's step outside. Come on. We're going to have to deal with this in stages.
All right.
Okay, here. He hands you the scroll of remove curse. See if that
Okay.
works.
Giving it a try. And
All
I
right.
will recite what's on the scroll.
All right.
Milk, lemonade, around the corner, fudge is made. Let's go.
And as you cast remove curse, oddly enough, your hunger subsides and you feel full.
Ah, good. It was exactly what you thought it was. Come over here. Let me hold your hand.
Okay, yep. Just walks over, gives him the flesh hand.
There you go.
Oh, I thought I was done with this. Thank you.
Yep. And yeah, your hunger subsides, Enoch.
Though I guess it was nice to feel human for a while.
The negative part of humanity?
Listen, I no longer sleep, eat, or breathe. It's weird.
Your good berry was very delicious, by the way, despite everything.
Silent thumbs up. Anybody else want one? Actually, quick question. How many did he eat?
He ate one.
Okay. Anybody else want any others? I have 9.
Above game,
You
above,
say that menacingly. I have 9 of them.
above game, those might be really useful if we fight those hags, because that's 1 hit point.
Fair enough.
All right.
Quietly
Well-
pockets them. Pocket berry.
Berry.
All right. So, where do you guys want to go from here?
Well, we got 2 more rooms that could possibly be cursed and also house horrible, horrible hag monsters. So, which way you guys want to check?
Oh, I was
we'll just-
entirely expecting a hag to be in there.
We'll just point at the triangle. Might as well get it over with.
All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
One hoof into the triangle door. Coming up.
All right. As you open the triangle door,
Hoof.
yeah.
Oh shit.
A
it's
5 foot-
lever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was saying, like above game. Oh shit, it's a lever.
A 5-foot wide, floor-to-ceiling glass cylinder near the back wall of this room is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. A tiny triangular hole is cut through the glass, 5 feet above the floor. Inside the cylinder, an iron lever is set into a metal plate on the floor.
There's a glass cylinder tube with light in it. And there's a hole in the glass.
Paint the
doesn't
picture
look
for
like
me.
There's any monsters in here.
Paint the picture for me one more time, because I'm not sure if I'm imagining it right.
Yep. A 5-foot wide, floor-to-ceiling glass cylinder near the back of this wall is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. A tiny triangular hole is cut through the glass 5 feet above the floor. Inside the cylinder, an iron lever is set into a metal plate on the floor.
Okay, so the glass is around this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
One opening, shaped like a triangle, to grab the lever with.
Well,
This seems
Don't like that
straightforward.
idea.
well, here's a better thing. Instead of trying to enter in, let's first see if magic works, and Enoch will just send out his nanites and mage hand the lever.
All right. As you go to mage hand the lever, you see the nanites go through the triangle-shaped hole and down to the lever. And it takes a little bit of effort, but the lever clicks. And you guys hear grinding as you look out the skeleton door. A triangle-shaped recess has now emerged from the door.
Oh,
Pretty easy.
that was. Huh.
It probably hurts if you actually put your hand in there. Probably some kind of light spell that would, burn you.
Like the exfoliating moonbeam.
Probably something similar to that, yeah.
Oh, how I miss these exfoliating moonbeams. All right. This door then?
Floor is yours.
Ah, just like the humans say, 6 times the thing! And I kick in the door.
All right, as you kick open this door, a large, cracked, 6-sided mirror is mounted above a stone shelf protruding from the opposite wall. 5 unlit candles stand on the shelf, each made of yellow wax and covered with tiny black sigils. Scrawled on the wall above the mirror in dried blood are the words, "Piggy, Piggy, Piggy."
Well, that's haunting.
Enoch looks in. Can I read what the sigils say? Because I can read any language.
They don't appear to be of any, concernable language. They're not, printed words. They're, If I had to answer, I guess they're possibly, magical runes.
Well, the runes are magical because I can't read them. But might as well see if they're dangerous runes. Eldritch Sight.
All right. Let's see. As you look closer at the mirror, you sense divination magic coming off of it.
Okay. So the mirror is the scry kind. Not sure what else about this, but nothing else is overtly magical in here. Can we
Dan,
see
have you
these,
ever dealt with anything
Oh, go ahead.
Dan, have you ever dealt with anything like this?
I mean, like Enoch said, it's similar to the scry spell. I'm not sure what the deal is with the, he'll gesture to the altar with the piggy and all that. All that's about, but,
Also,
I roll maybe Arcana to see if I can decipher the magic runes, figure out what they do.
I'm sorry. I kind of got distracted reading something. Could you say that again, Dan?
Yeah, could I roll Arcana to see if I could discern from that what the magical runes down there potentially do?
Sure.
Alright. That'll be a 19.
19. Your first instinct might be to possibly summon something? You're not sure.
It might... The magical runes down there might summon something, but I'm not quite sure. The divination on the mirror might be... Maybe it'll show us an image of whatever it summons, and then summon it. Kind of like the pool we saw earlier.
Could make sense, because didn't Time and Bane sense a great evil from this direction? Frankly, as she looks at the messed up kind of altar, it looks rather evil.
Also, can we see what either of these things are from where we're peering in?
No. You can't currently see anything on those walls currently.
Give me a second. I will if we could take a camera shot for a minute, a snout will poke itself in through the doorway and take a sniff.
Sniff, snuff.
Sniff, sniff.
Is that another divine sense?
Yeah.
All right. You sense this area is also desecrated. You do not detect any celestial fiends or undead.
Oh yeah, this place is definitely desecrated, all right. Oh yeah, that's cursed, all right.
All right. Well, does anyone know a way to light candles from a distance without blowing them up?
Rue will gently raise a hand.
All right, you're on point.
Might also.
Shoop, 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 shoop. Shoop. And she will use Druidcraft.
All right. You use Druid Craft. And you're using it to light the candles.
Yes.
All right. One by one, as you cast your Druid Craft, all 5 candles on the shelf are lit.
Tilts her head. Any difference?
Do we
Not
hear any
currently.
recessing?
Nope.
She just looks mildly annoyed. Fine. Swoop. There.
All right.
Alright.
I will take a hoof into the door.
All right. You approach the mirror. What do you do?
Look into the mirror.
All right. You look into the mirror. It's cracked and dusty. You see your reflection inside it.
And there were scissors here, you said?
Either
There were-
scissors or sigils.
Sigils that were
Oh,
on the
sigils.
candles.
Okay. Never mind. She'll purse her lips. Can I just touch a sigil?
All right. Yeah, you touch the wax. It's cold. It's kind of rough at where some of the wax from the top of the candle is beaded over and kind of touches the sigils in spots.
Though now that she's in the room, can Rue see what those things on the wall are?
I misspoke when I said divination magic. You also, well, you mainly sense conjuration magic coming from the mirror.
Oh, so it's definitely going to summon something.
Upon that, Tyrant Bane will pull out his Flame Tongue Longsword.
All right.
Well, the only other thing we can think of is he points at the mirror. It's got a message for us.
It is true.
Is there a way to receive a message from it?
No, I
You
think
know what? She'll just softly grumble. Piggy, piggy, piggy.
As you say, piggy, piggy, piggy. Let's see. You see, as you're looking into the mirror, a lever appears on the south wall.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
As you turn and look, however, you don't see a lever on that wall.
She arches an eyebrow and then she'll look back at the mirror, look back at the blank wall, reach out, touch.
You touch and yeah, you actually feel the lever there.
Ah. She'll pull.
As you go to pull the lever.
Please be the right lever.
It's wrong. Couldn't see it in the mirror.
the music cut does not fill us
I
with
was gonna
confidence.
say, I suddenly realized, yeah, that is absolutely the wrong letter. I know what I should have done. Not okay.
Swarming from the mirror, you see 3 shadowy forms twist and emerge as, coming from the mirror, 3 hideous humanoid figures with boar-like features erupt and take shape. And this is a good time to take a break as I get this all set up, and we're going to need to roll initiative.
Okay. I'll do
Boy.
that
Should we do
first
that
and then.
before? Should we do that before we take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why the hell
Yeah,
not?
go ahead and roll initiative, and then I'll get everything set up.
Oh, that's a solid 9.
That too. My dex
9.
is strong.
Try
EP
on.
once again in your front.
Rolls
For the sake of
all.
flavor, because before we start, we'll put myself right there.
Zal's is a nat 20. And Kawash's is a modified 20.
And
Alright.
Lucana and Talad both have 17 and are both tied with a 2 initiative modifier. So Lucana will go first because she is the jock.
Ha ha ha, yes. Alright, I'll have to add the turn.
I will be
wear
right-
bores.
I will also be right back as I go to get some juice, but also thank you, Onyx Locket, for the follow, as well as people who followed between streams, Malicious X, Red Axe 21, and Stumpy 97. So yeah, I will be right back.
I mean, I was gonna say something, but since Vaughn is gone, before I grab water, I'm gonna grab a pun.
It's gonna be so great. I'm gonna get back to my tribe, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. Be like, this is called the Tomb Annihilation. To sum it up in a human phrase, but I learned in my travels, it sucks. It sucks real bad.
Fantastic.
If I could take it upon myself to take several of my tribesmen and smash that place in the earth with hammers, I would gladly without hesitation.
Alright, so our pun for the day. There's no such thing as bad luck. Only poor decisions. Spelled P-O-U-R. Not a great one.
Oh, I got a good one for you.
Oh?
Yeah. Ready your giggle muscles for this one. You're gonna love it. I have split personality, said Bob, being frank.
I've got one for you.
All right, lay it on me. Lay it on me. What you got?
Go.
What are a strong man's favorite days?
Tell me.
Saturday and Sunday. The rest of them are weekdays.
I
no.
agree with her, but that's a really good one.
Why is Rabbit crying?
Those are tears of haha.
Oh
Funny
boy.
laughter.
There definitely wasn't puns or anything. That would be silly.
Love fun. Puns are my favorite thing.
Agreed.
Listen,
Now I will get
part of
water.
being friends Rabbit is accepting other friends' flaws.
True. True. Why can't things be normal? Why can't I just kick in a door and be like, there's a dude there? I'm like, cool, not for long, says I.
Well,
Gotta deal with fucking Alfred Pennyworth and fucking...
at least one puzzle was simple, and this one gives you something to hit.
Tyrant Bane is like a himbo cow who doesn't think. He is incapable.
Yet you are one of the most introspective members of our party.
He's got wisdom.
Oh, you'll also be happy with this. So I found a way around some of the stuff we talked about for naming the last episode when I realized, oh yeah, I can have naked in the episode title if I name it something that I know gets searched on YouTube and has a licensed studio behind it. So the last episode title was Naked and Afraid.
Not good.
Naked and afraid. Nice.
Well done.
Also, let's get some of that
Alright.
CBS or whatever channel it's from, Cross Traffic.
Well,
They just want to see Seth Rogen screaming while naked. All of a sudden, they get this D&D episode. What's this? Ugh.
Dude, I would have loved. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall, looking like a fly on the wall, watching Seth Rogen naked and afraid in a forest. You imagine being a camper and being like, dude, is that fucking Bigfoot? Is that Bigfoot?
Then all you hear is, no, that's Seth
Oh, I'm
Rogen.
taking the shot, and then he just fucking. He wake like. Can you imagine that being like, I found Bigfoot? It's just Seth Rogen just passed out naked in the back of a fucking like Ford F-150 with a dart sticking out of his ass.
He would still probably be happy because he would have chased the high on that dart.
Yo, play some Velvet Underground.
But But yeah, I guess now should be a good time to also point out for all of the new viewers who might be popping in or discovering us on YouTube. On December 30th, we are starting up our next D&D miniseries, led by one JC Doodles, a good friend of mine, and it'll have myself, Miss Tweetums from our last D&D miniseries, Web of Deceit, Blue Kazanate from D6 The Black Archives channel, as well as one Sarah Ann Williams from The Unexpectables and others, including Rabbit's lovely streams.
Hello.
Yeah, we gotta get that YouTube channel synergy going, Rabbit.
We gotta synergize, like Legend of Mana.
Exactly. Either that or like Fire Emblem romances, where we just push
Nope.
ourselves together. And, yep.
Nope.
What? We're vaguely next to each other. We
nope,
have a child.
I'm meeting you at Legend of Mana. Nope. Do not let me into that weird, creepy fucking game series. Nope.
But
never.
But come on, the game before the last one, you could pet your wife.
Gross! Go to jail!
But it was only in the Japanese version because American audience was much like you, Rabbit, questioning and weirded.
Gross!
Why is... Also, hello, I am back.
Go to forever jail.
What? It was the best crossover with Nintendogs that nobody asked for.
Wait, what? What I just missed? Chat, can you go?
I need another beer. I feel barfy. God!
Ah, yes, the one thing to help you do... one thing that can help you stop being barfy is drinking of something that in large quantities can make you more barfy.
I mean, hey, if I was certain I didn't have work tomorrow, I would be drinking too. And if they don't call me in for work tomorrow, then I will definitely start drinking tomorrow.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm very strongly probably going to call off. I could probably go into work, realistically, if I tried hard enough, but I don't feel like trying hard enough.
Oh,
Fair,
that
obviously.
retail worker energy, Caitlin. I am so proud.
Mhm.
Look, the road is exceedingly icy. I feel like I'm allowed.
Same. Like, I literally have to preface every job interview I go into. I live on a 70-degree hill with houses at the bottom. If there's even a bit of ice on my street, I'm not leaving because I can't afford to park inside their living room.
Yep, I'm pretty much the same way. I am quite literally at the bottom of a bowl. I go nowhere.
I remember once one of my managers tried to, like, full boomer me, like, well, why don't you just get snow tires and everything? That way you can come into work. And I was like, are you going to pay for the tires? Are you going to put them on my car? If not, then you should be quiet right now because you're not my direct boss, so I can talk to you however I want. But is everybody back?
I think Rabbit's still getting depression beer. Would it be depression beer? Disgust beer? I don't know. Whatever it was.
Ironically, this is why I might be getting a new emote called Repress, and it is just drinking. When your artist friend is like, give me an emote idea, this is your present, and I have to think of one on the spot, that's what happens.
Yeah, understandable.
Mhm.
You're like, I'm too old for this shit. Just with that growler in hand.
Well, then I also mod for Edward Bosco, so I think having a Repress emote would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Repress and toots. That's all you need.
But yeah, well, while we're doing this, Milla, okay, just making sure. Yep, okay, everybody's on there. For a second there, I was like, it's not showing me a scroll wheel on the turn order. Oh, then I just scrolled.
Alright. So I'm just trying to think. Kawasha's initiative, and I think Orphex is really the ones I was missing.
Yep.
Let me see.
Where are you? There you are.
Yep.
Kawasha, roll a soft 20. Computer. Orphex also with a 20.
He is so ready.
Listen, man, he's been getting kills in front of, like, a whole other Minotaur. He's like, I gotta impress the pack.
I gotta let them have my babies.
You almost made me do a spit.
Don't think he's gonna be able to do jack squat where he is, but
know if he can even get up the stairs at all with how narrow it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
To be
All
fair,
right,
there's a
settle.
large creature there, and everyone can just step stools all.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Zeto, as, and I'll just say for Rue, as these figures, coalesce, and you just hear, "Ree!" as they all let off a gleeful, sinister squeal. Zeto, you hear this, what do you do?
Squeals menacingly.
I see the guy that's right in front of Tyrant Bane, this little asshole right here.
Yep.
And immediately Chaos pulled him.
Alright, roll for wild magic. Also, I just realized
Oh.
I need to grab a lease. So, those are detected. We can't exclude the last.
25 to hit.
That will hit.
And for flavor, I'm going to cast it to the second level.
Alright. Please be sure to specify what level you're
Yep,
casting before you roll.
I forgot to do that. Sorry. Okay, so 3 damage and 8.
And it is either a 1 or 4 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
So that's either acid or force.
Let's go force damage.
Alright, so a total of 11 points of acid or force damage on that one. Okie dokie. And that's a painful squeal. As that one takes the 11 points of damage. Alright, anything else for your turn?
For me.
Alright. We'll say for this, Elise is basically behind you guys. Alright. That will be it for your turn then. It's now Orvex's turn.
Alright, so question. If he moves here, can he get a good shot at this guy?
If he were closer to here, you
can
could
still...
possibly see this one over here, I'll say, or that one.
Alright. Alright, then yeah, he'll take his bonus action dash, and he is going to do a whole heckin' shoot.
Alright.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright, for 7 piercing. We'll smack this guy, you said, right?
Yep.
But when he
Ruris, you see his arrow fly out and hit this creature in the shoulder. It doesn't even flinch, and he just kind of looks down at it. And he just kind of gives that sneering snarl towards you.
Sneering, snarly sneer.
When he also
Yeah,
gets
not fair enough.
When he also gets sneak attack because Rue's within 5 feet of all of them.
That's true.
That's the thing about these creatures. It looked like that arrow did absolutely nothing to him.
Fair enough. Have a nice day.
Alright. Next up is... Oh, wait, why is that on there? How did I roll for that? Where was
quick.
that? That should have been released.
Point of clarification. So my attack actually did something his attack didn't.
Yes.
Orvex's stuff is not magical, so I'm gonna assume that's what the translation is.
Yeah, above game, yes. Alright. Next up will be Tyrant Bane.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and move in here. And I'm going to go ahead and swing into the one to the north of me with the Flame Tongue Longsword.
Alright.
Alright, let's roll for that one. That's a 21.
21 hits.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a second level smite.
All right.
So that's gonna be 8 slashing, 9 fire,
8 slashing, 9 fire, and
and check this out. 2d. All right, so it should be 3d8 unless they're undead. Are they undead?
nope,
Or fiends, or demons, or
nope.
any of the evil food groups? Okay. That's gonna be 16.
So 16 plus 17 equals 33 points of damage.
33.
So yeah, he's starting to look bloody now.
All right. Second strike. That's a 10 though.
A 10 will miss.
All right, that's gonna be. Oh wait, no. I got my bonus action. Hold on a minute.
Here he comes with the horns.
Horns, baby. 22.
That'll hit.
Second level smite again.
All right.
10 piercing.
Plus.
Plus. So many tabs I gotta keep track of. 9. That's 19.
So total of 19 damage. All right.
Mhm.
And I just realized, let's see. Zol is not on the initiative tracker for whatever reason, so let me just rectify that. He rolled a 20. So we'll say we'll take his turn. Oh, he'll be at the bottom of the 20, so...
He got an at 20 for his 20. So wouldn't that
Oh,
put him
sorry,
higher?
I wanted to
So
read
going
that.
off total.
Didn't want to open that.
He's fine. I'm still basing it off the total, so...
Oh, fair enough.
Sorry, crits. Alright. Next up. Anything else for your turn, Tired Bane?
No, that'll be everything for my turn.
Alright, Colossus next.
All right. Let's see. Nah, it's gonna screw us up. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and produce flame, and that has a range of 30. Yeah, 30 feet.
Let's see.
So
Bearing in mind, the balconies are 10 feet below. The galleries are 10 feet below where the floor is here, so.
all right, let's see. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's nothing he could do on his turn anyway. All right, let's go.
Alright, next up is Zol.
Can Zol even squeeze in there?
It'd be kind of a tough squeeze. He probably couldn't make it all the way through. With how
No,
big the
so
balcony is.
yeah, pass. There's nothing we can do with Zol.
Alright, Yuki.
Do 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 do. Bork, bork, bork.
Alright. Alright.
One help action.
Alright. Next up is Lucanu.
Well, since I'm not going to metagame, let's first see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, she can't do anything anyway, because she's going to spend all of her turn getting over to here.
Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And Talad will dash to get over to, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's going to get right next to Orvex and get ready to cast a spell next turn.
Alright.
Unless, let me check something. Okay, yeah, that's too far for the other thing he could do. That's it.
Alright. Rue.
Okay. Time to go Wimdy.
Heckin'
Gonna go heckin' Wimdy. Let's see. So we're going to slam. The baby girl borked at this one, so that gives me advantage, right?
Yep, on the
Yes.
first attack.
All right. So we're gonna do.
That's 25 plus 8, so I'd be willing to bet that hits.
Yeah. Well, with the advantage, with the identity being the high one, yes, that would still hit. All right.
Oh,
so...
yes. So, you know what I mean. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and do the damage.
Alright. So that's going to be 2d8 plus 5. 20.
20 points of magical bludgeoning damage. Yay.
And then the next one. 14 plus 8 does...
22 hits?
Yep, 22. Fast math. Ooh, that's nice. That's gonna be 21.
For 21 damage. Gotcha. Alright.
Yeah, that's gonna be her turn.
Alright. Next up, it is the werebor's turn.
Pigs.
As they're gonna stare at Windy Rue.
Also...
And since this one is his turn there, I'll guess he'll make the strength save.
Yerp.
He fails.
Good.
So let's see which direction he gets flung. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he gets flung over to here.
Good.
And he'll take 3 points of... Actually, what's the damage for how far they get flung?
For every 10. Okay. So he gets 3d8 plus 2 for this first part.
Okay.
So that's 17 for that first part, and then he got flown 10 feet into a wall.
Yep.
If the target and if the target is thrown, the target takes an extra 1d6.
1d6. So it takes a total of 20 points of damage on that one too. Yeesh. All right.
And he's not thrown.
Yep. So he'll spend half his movement to get up. These two werebors are gonna look up at you, Rue. And let's see for their actions. So yeah, this werebor creature is going to take his maul and then is going to thrash at you with his tusks. So on the first hit, that's nat 20 on the maul.
Okay. Is it magical?
No.
Okay.
So 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that already halved?
And that was before resistance.
Do you want me? 23 before resistance?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, don't worry.
Out to...
I am so tanky in this form. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, are you sure? Okay. Then rescind that.
All right. So the next boar will miss you, or yeah, he misses you with his tusk attack, and then the next boar with the maul, that's a 23 to hit. So you'll take 12 points of bludgeoning on that one. Half that down to 6.
Okay.
And then with the tusks, that's an 11, which will miss.
Yep.
And Tyrant Bane, you're also going to get the same set of attacks. So start off with the maul. That's a 17, which I assume misses.
Yep. The number you got to beat is 20.
And he also misses as he goes to rake at you with his tusks. So yeah, that's it for their turn. Dan!
Alright, so I'm flying on the broom. If I fly, like, here and up, can I shoot magic missiles into the room?
Sure.
Alright, well then I'm gonna do that and summon some dark blue Shiba Inus to explode all over them. With a level 3 Magia Missilia! That's
All right.
1, 2, 3. It's not going great so far. 4, 5.
All
Okay,
right,
so
where
at
were
the
you
end it
sending
picked
this?
up. I was gonna hit that one until it stopped moving or I ran out of missiles, whichever came first.
Okay, so that's all 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 points of damage onto there. It's still standing.
Alright. Well. Do I want to do a bonus action? Hags in here behind. Do I want to save? Yeah, I'm gonna save my jinxes, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Elise. Look at Stoneface. She's going to take a step into this room here. And let's see. Let's see. What have you got?
Spoiler. Elise doesn't have anything to do really magical damage except for their arcane shots, which are pretty friendly fiery.
But, unless she does this. Bonus
forgot.
action. She'll cast Magic Weapon on her bow. And then she's going to take some shots at that. At the pig. With Sharpshooter. That's a 24 to hit. For 24 damage. And she hits that boar right between the eyes. And it drops. And as it collapses onto the floor, it reverts to a humanoid form. Before it dissolves, it turns into dust. But wait, there's more. Turning to the second one. Second verse, same as the first. 16 hits. For 23 magical piercing.
Well, technically 24 because it's a +1 to hit and damage.
Ah, yes. Thank you. And that'll be it for Elise's turn. As she then takes a side step back to make room for you. What do you do?
Enoch sighs, bonus action, turns hand into sword, steps lightly over Yuki, looks at snarling boar. I'm having a day. Do. 7, so Booming Blade doesn't happen.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Yep, in turn.
Alright. Zeno, back to you.
I'm sad that you were right there because I was wanting to go right there myself.
I can assure you I can actually survive getting hit by these.
Yeah, that's fair. Zeno's gonna be right there, and another kind of like Cam, why not? Level 5 Chaos Bolt on this guy.
Alright, roll for Wild Magic.
It's an 8.
No, sir, it's detected.
That's a 25 to hit,
That will hit. Roll damage.
and like I said, at level 5, so I'm hoping 21 points of damage, plus 11 for.
Alright, hold on. I'm trying to see which...
Not showing me
what
the,
your dice were. It was a 5 and a 2, so it's either fire or cold or lightning damage.
I also just realized I hadn't fixed my rapier in my character sheet for the better part of the last 80 sessions. Well, not 80, but like a long time. So that probably is why it never hits.
Yeah, that might do it.
It doesn't matter, but it was cold damage.
Yeah. Well, you strike this boar to chest and it makes a massive hole in it, and then it collapses. Reverts to human form and then floats away into dust. Anything else for your turn?
That's. I'm gonna go right back here.
Alright. Orvex?
Orvex will grumble. He will bonus action reload his crossbow, and I guess he'll keep guard for just in case something else happens to appear.
Alright. Tyrant Bane, you're up next.
All right. Hello, pig. I'm Tyrant Ben.
You can be a big pig too.
Oi! That's 11. That's nothing.
That will hit, actually.
All that will hit. Cool. First level smite too. I think first level smites are 2.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yep, 2d8. All right, so that's 16 plus. If a dice roller tab keeps moving, why must you turn my field into a den of lies? 13.
So a total of 29 points of damage.
All right, and then the second strike.
Get him, Billy Mays.
22.
Hits.
First again. So that's 18 plus 10.
So for 28 more. Got it.
There we are. And then bonus action, here come my horns. Wiggity swang. 14.
Hits.
10 piercing. No smite on that one.
As your horns go to rake up, your 2 slashes just ring out and it reels from that, but as it goes to take your hit from the horns, it stands its ground firmly. It has no effect.
I'm literally locking horns with this creature. End my turn.
Alright, next up is Kawasha.
Right, it's me. Okay, hold on. Always forget this. All right, come on in. Throw a fireball. Or
Alright,
conjure
reduce
fire.
flame. Roll a hit.
Woof. That's 9.
That'll miss.
Cool. All right, there we go.
Next up is Zal.
His feet are too big. Pass turn.
Okay, Yuki.
All right, before I do Yuki's turn, I had a thought. If Tyrant Big could get like silver tips for his horn, he could be a horrible menace to any fucking were creature.
Right? Oh my god.
But Yuki will step underneath Tyrant Bane, and she'll give it a heckin' bork to this guy. Show him what's what. And grant that
Alright.
advantage.
Alright, Lucanu.
Ah, yes, Lucanu will move up to here. And since nobody has... well, actually, no, they'll have to move up to by Talad. And since nobody has told them about their weapons not hurting these things, she's going to take 3 shots at that thing with her short bow.
Alright.
I can't wait for all of this nothing. 13
Hits.
for 12. That doesn't hurt.
Yep.
Oh. For 13, that doesn't hurt. You're doing great, Lucanu.
Yep.
Putting up those numbers.
Oh, and then that 20.
Sucks.
Oh.
For a total of 20 damage that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, and you know that image where it's like, huh, I just imagine there's like just a picture saying there. It's like, oh, hey, look, it's a Guerboar. Slide in from off-frame a picture of a Quillboar. Just throw a couple arrows on it. That's totally what you have right now. Alright, but yeah, it turned into a frontal porcupine.
Meanwhile, Talad, let me see what he's got to work with here. Wow, look at all these things that can only hurt your friends. Oh, wait a second. From where he's at, he can definitely see, and doesn't need to see much, because... I will cast this at 2nd level, so get rid of one of those slots. And he's going to cast Magic Missile, so... 3, 2, 3, 5, for a total of 13 damage, that guy.
Alright, still barely standing.
Hey, at least Talad has done something.
Yep.
True.
Speaking of doing something, Rue, what will you do?
Oh, kablam! 18?
Hits.
Alright, and just for the giggles. 9.
Miss.
Alright. So that is going to be you would think that I would memorize what the damage is at this point. 2d8. Jeez. 8 plus 2.
So 10, still barely standing.
Oh no, plus 5. 13.
Oh, in that case, that's exactly enough to take it down.
Woohoo!
And that ends initiative. And as the dust begins to settle, Rue, since you're standing in that space over there, the candles have kind of blown out and swirling around. And as you kind of look around, and Enoch and Tyrant Bane, you'll see this too. You see from underneath the shelf that the mirror is sitting on, you see there is a 6th candle that rolls off.
Oh.
Hmm?
Enoch will pick it up.
Rue just gently narrows her eyes.
There'll just be a gusty sound coming out of Enoch's voice. Listen, none of us could have seen this coming.
This creature cheats.
Everything here cheats, including us.
We've cheated a few rooms.
But Enoch will set the candle up on the stand with the rest of them, and then he will be like, don't worry, I got this. He'll pull out his flint and tinder and light each of them.
All right. You now have 6 candles that are lit upon the shelf.
And he will look in the mirror through Windy Rue.
And I'm assuming that Windy Rue is moving away from...
Yeah, Windy Rue would get out of the way.
I have a sneaking suspicion that a different lever shows up.
All right. Do you say the words?
Oh yeah, Peggy, Peggy, Peggy.
And you guys, so you look in the mirror. Yes, on the north wall, as you look at the reflection, a lever appears.
Enoch will reach out and try to pull it.
All right. And you hear a click. As you hear a small grinding appear from inside the main room. Yes. The hexagon seal has gone in.
Yay. Enoch just sighs, be like, you're probably just going to want to stay like that till we get done with this.
She nods in agreement.
All right, let's go check out the other side.
All right. As you make your way over towards... Actually, which door do you want to do first? Octagon or square?
I feel like square because I don't feel like we want to put Orvex as our man on the point.
Click, can I cast... I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
Okay.
Just for that.
All right. This room is filled with flying pages or flying sheets of parchment, with writing on the pages visible as they flutter by. A metal plate bolted onto the far wall is set with a ghostly lever.
Oh no.
What do you see?
I see a whole lot of puzzle. Enoch will explain what the room looks like to everybody else.
Interested windy noises.
You want to go in there and literally find a answer in a haystack?
She spreads her hands out. What else are we going to do?
Honestly, like, if Rue went in there, that'd probably be the easiest way to do that with a bunch of papers.
Frankly, we've already established that this man cheats at every given direction. We might as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
True.
I'll go in there to guard. And also, I could help look too.
Okay.
So what are we looking for in here exactly, Rue?
Windy noises.
Enoch will come in to translate.
That's right! I'm not windy, so I can't hear you.
Hi, I will help her explain.
Not sure just yet. She'll pluck a paper.
All right,
Look at
make an
it.
acrobatics check.
A bouquet.
I'll argue with disadvantage given your windy nature.
Yeah, that is 100% fair.
You should be able to do flips.
Acrobatics with disadvantage. Where are you? Where are you, acrobatics? There you are.
12.
Well, all right. You grab a sheet, and looks like it's got some weird markings on it.
She'll hold it out. Can you read?
Can I read it, God?
It looks like it has some other arcane markings that are on it as well.
Well, it's arcane in nature, so you probably got... They're puzzle pieces, I think.
How many pieces of paper are in here?
Countless.
Yeah,
There are
okay.
hundreds.
That's not the deal. So, instead, we'll examine the rest of the room. Is there anything else besides the ghosty lever?
Beside for the floating pages, no.
Alright. The ghosty lever.
As you go to reach out and try to touch the lever, it's incorporeal. Your head, or your windy head goes right through it.
Enoch?
Well, first he will magic sight.
Alright, as you go to use your magic sight. Let's see. You don't detect any magic coming from it.
Okay, no magic from the lever, but are any of these pages giving off any kind of magic?
Oh yeah, they use it like small spatterings of like various schools of magic. As you're just kind of looking around, practically every magic under the rainbow is just kind of flittering around, including the one that's in Rue's hand, as it is conjuration magic.
Okay, so every single one of these is a different kind of magic. The one you're holding's conjuration.
Interesting. I wonder if that means it would conjure. And she'll tap the piece of paper to the lever?
You take it and you tap it, the paper goes right through it.
Do I see
Oh, go ahead.
Do I see any that are the color of abjuration magic?
Let me double check here. Let's see. Yeah, you do detect some good hits of abjuration magic coming from in here.
Can I reach out and try to catch at least one that has abjuration magic on it?
Ooh, okay, yeah, sure. Make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy, this will be interesting. 16.
Yeah, you manage to reach out. You see a flicker of it. You reach out and you grab one.
All right, Enoch takes it and he will hand it to Rue-dy. Try this one.
She'll take it and she'll tap.
You go to tap it and it passes through. Nothing happens.
The other problem is I'm not even sure if this is actually what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, there's no real clues here, so that's the thing, is we gotta try to figure this out. It's either that or...
Can we read the papers like scrolls?
They're just sigils, right? Like
Yeah.
magical symbols.
According to Milla, yes.
Yes.
No, these are similar. as she makes wind noises at Tyrant Bane.
And Enoch just translate behind her.
They're magical symbol similar to the other area. Can't really be read. Just magical in nature.
If only we had a name for this bizarre game of multiple voices talking in a line.
Oh, Sending Stone. Sending Stone, right?
Yeah, we're playing a game of Sending Stone.
Good old Sending Stone.
Oh, let's see. Taking a look through my list, see if there's anything that can help us. Nope. All right.
I'm gonna go confer with the actual people who know magic. Be right back.
Okay.
Hey, Dan.
Yes.
You got any idea how to touch an incorporeal lever in a room full of, like, weirdly magical paper?
Well, it could be transmutation to turn the ghostly lever into an ordinary lever. I think that would make the most sense. Because you're actively trying to turn something into something else.
Okay, well, we tried conjuration and abjuration, so we'll try that. Goes back in with magic sight. Milla, do I see a transmutation paper?
BC. Da 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 da. As I go to pull something up here. Yeah, you do see a few spatterings of transmutation.
Well, then I will make an acrobatics check to attempt to grab one.
Sure.
That's a 4. So you just see Enoch fall on his face.
Yeah, you reach out and try to grab one and you miss.
We're
And
looking.
yeah, you just...
Can I try to catch the page he was trying to grab?
Acrobatics with disadvantage.
6.
Yeah, you try to grab it too, but it just moves out of the way.
Tricky things.
And as you look at it, you lose sight of it, Tyrant Bane.
It's... Oh, I don't know where it is.
I have something that would make this easier.
Oh, yes?
Can I become as Harry Potter? Trying to catch the winged key.
Well, you do have a mark on your forehead.
It is true.
I'm just imagining Rue stealing Dan's broom.
You know what?
We had that same mind meld for a moment with a rabbit.
Oh shoot. Do I want to get out of this form? Darn it. Can't cast spells this way. Do you have a dispel magic?
Not me. Let me go see if Dan does. Hey, Dan, did you pick up Dispel Magic?
I could do that.
Okay, come in here. And Enoch will lead in. Rue,
I will swap out.
I was gonna say she'll gently float out, considering all she's going to do is just whirlwind the papers everywhere.
Yeah, he'll ask, what did you want him to dispel?
The room.
Oh,
Perhaps the papers will just fall.
okay, well, you can shoot either the paper, but I think that only hit one of them. Do we want to try just dispel magic on the lever?
Worth a shot.
She lifts a finger, lowers it. Probably be better.
Okay, listen, that is my thing. We can't have you stealing that.
or we can just turn the goddamn grill off.
So, Dan, if you want to get on in there next to the lever and dispel on that.
Dan will fly on up, and he will prep. What level spell is that? Magia Dispelle, and try to dispel this lever.
You go to attempt to dispel the lever. It does not work.
Well, that sucks. did not work at all.
Iron Band. You guys, you said it was a ghost lever, correct?
Yeah.
Should I try to mage hand it?
I mean, I doubt that's going to work on two things twice, but might as well.
I'm gonna come right here and try to use my mage hand to grab the ghost thing. Cause I'm like, I mean, it's a invisible handle, and I'm using an invisible hand.
Alright, you attempt to use your mage hand to move the lever. It goes, you feel it go right through it, it does not work.
Damn it. Well, I had to try. Walks back out. Or flies back out.
Rue just kind of idly looks at Tyrant Bane, and then she'll just kind of windily ask, "Can't you dispel ghosts? Would that work on a ghost lever?"
Looking through my spell list.
Turn undead.
That's a cleric thing. I can't do that. Wait, can I? This has never come up in conversation.
I was genuinely unsure, so this kind of...
Paladins do not
Why
have access to
sense.
turn undead, so probably not.
True,
You
they
go
typically
to-
just turn undead
you're
to
o-
bone.
Your oath allows you to turn advantage. No, mine is champion challenge and turn tide, which is like a group heal. And then champion challenge, which is pretty fucking worthless.
Challenge the lever to a duel. You'll beat it. I have faith in you.
Yeah, compel duel. Yes, I'll compel the lever to square up against me. Only time in D&D's history where compelled duel works the way it should.
This is...
Well, I mean, we
once
could...
again,
I'm
once
looking. Ceremony.
So,
Hold on.
I had a thought.
I
how
can make
many-
it. I can make it a tone.
What was that, Dan?
How many pages in here are transmutation? Is it like, I mean, it's got to be a set number, right?
It's hard to determine how many, but as you're kind of looking around, you just kind of see them fluttering around. I'll allow you to make an Arcana check for me.
I can help considering I'm the one with magic vision.
Mm-hmm.
And Arcana.
Wait a second. You're a genius. Hold on. That might actually
15.
work. It's a ghost, right?
Yeah.
I could holy water it.
That could work.
Wait, water. Lever.
Why the hell not?
That might work, actually. We don't know.
I was gonna say, this is... I know there's many times that I miss him, but this is one of the times where I absolutely miss Wick, because that is so something. Like, can I unghostify the lever?
Okay, ghost, no. All right. I
So-
will.
Power of Unk compels you.
I will splash some. I will splash some holy water upon it.
You go to splash a little bit of a smattering of holy water. The drips of water go right through it, and nothing happens.
Nope.
Well-
It's not a wicked lever, and I leave.
Well, that also gives me an idea. Dan, we'll try your transmutation idea, but let me see something since we've got just about every color of magic in here. Do I see any particularly black pieces of paper? Ones that might give off unsettling magic, aka necromancy.
Let's see here.
Is this called a lever? Because everything's the ghost lever is called a lever.
Oh, god damn it.
Spooky lever.
This is like we're trying to pull the lever and we're gonna get thrown down a tunnel with the wrong lever.
Alright, let me just grab this here. Yeah, I'll say you do manage to see one.
Oh! Okay, Dan, I think I found our, for lack of a better word, our snitch.
All right.
There's a
Where is
single
it?
piece of paper in here, and it is necromancy. Catching it's going to be a bitch. I think I'm going to need your help. Just let me up on the broom.
All right. Dan will lower himself so Enoch can hop on, and the two of them will try to grab the single necromancy page.
All right, acrobatics check.
Oh, if only I had the advantage.
I mean, I'm helping.
Oh,
with the broom.
sweet. So am I able to catch
All
it?
right. Yeah, you managed to catch it, and as you catch it, instantly the remainder of the pages stop fluttering. They float down to the floor and stop, and as they hit the floor, the remaining pages all simultaneously turn into dust. And that dust begins to swirl and coalesce into the center of the room.
Oh no, are they doing the dinosaur? Close enough.
Are we gonna fight the deadliest thing of all? Knowledge?
No!
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get some initiatives going here.
Oh, for
Knowledge is
criminy sake.
So it turns out that Rue is only Neville Longbottom. Enoch was truly the chosen one.
Right.
I remember enough of Harry Potter.
I mean, supposedly, Neville could also have been the chosen one. It's kind of a toss-up.
I love that, like, I love that he got, like, something, anything after being spat on for, like, 6 movies.
Yeah.
Look, he became incredibly handsome. It's fine.
Yeah.
It is true.
And he also gets to kill a giant snake.
Yep.
Yeah, he lopped its head off with a 2-handed sword like a fucking Chad.
All
Alright, Zal has an initiative of 8. Kawash has an initiative of 12. I have an initiative of 1.
All right, Zal with a 12. Kawasha with an 8. Tarot Bay with a 1.
1 sec.
Boy, Arvex, you are like killing it with the initiative. Holy cheese and crackers.
19. Why am I getting such high initiatives?
All right.
Because you're cool.
Well, thank you, but that's not really important right now.
And Kanu.
So Zena would go first because his initiative beats mine.
All right.
Also, Draco, prepare to be in a splash zone. Above game, I may know what that token is.
Looks like an old man.
Let's
And a
see. The
dust
Kanu,
elemental,
that's
maybe?
anyone? And then Orphex rolled. Actually, wait, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm guessing Talada's the 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, that's yeah, Talad is the 17. I'm not sure why it doesn't say his name on it.
Yeah. Weird. But, go ahead and sort that out. Rue! You hear a cocking, or what the fuck was that I just said? You hear a cackling, coughing laugh coming from in there.
Ah, yes, the thing cocks gun.
What do?
I just hear it coughing.
You hear a cackle too.
Oh, cackling.
Yeah, like Grunhilda.
It's like
Oh my god, is
Whew.
Dan and Yuki just Banjo-Kazooie and then this is just Grunhilda? Just look down at Yuki, just buh, 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 buh.
An evil cackling is there. Hibishki.
12.
12 hits.
Well, hot diggity. And here, I'll roll the next one.
To anyone.
That'll also hit.
Okay. That is going to be this.
Let's see if this happens.
2d8 plus. And then that's plus 5. And then another plus 5. So 19 and 18.
All right. Well, that was the shortest round of combat ever.
It was a dust
As-
method.
as you go to push this thing, it explodes into a cloud of dust. I need you, Dan, and Enoch to all make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, good.
As soon as I heard it was Method, I knew. Like, oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, let me just have it.
Now you know what?
good.
13.
All right.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Dan and Enoch, you two are currently blinded.
Oh, my eyes. It's in my eyes.
Oh,
And
Jeez.
Rue, as the method pops and explodes into dust, you see the dust swirl and coalesce until at the base of it, you see a small stick of some sort from this creature's remains lands on the floor.
She'll pick up the stick and then notice the other two, and then she'll kind of just flutter her hands nervously in the like, "Are you okay?" kind of motion.
All right. Give me another con save, you two.
We're gonna have to do this for an entire minute in game.
14?
Dan, you managed to get the sand out of your eyes. Enoch, you're still blinded.
I did not realize how sensitive my eyes became like this. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, you look up and you see Rue in her hand. She has a small black stick of some sort.
Alright. Rue, I can see now. I think Enoch's still struggling with the dust explosion in our eyes.
All right, con save, Enoch.
23, finally.
Yep, you finally get the rest of that sand out of your eyes.
And they are
And you
still,
can see.
and I still have Eldritch Sight up.
Yep. You detect transmutation magic coming from the chalk.
It's a magic stick. See if you can hit it with the lever.
And as you get a closer look at it, study a little bit, this looks like it's a black stick of chalk.
Oh, it's chalk.
She'll look at it curiously. Huh. She'll kind of like just gently poke it towards the lever.
Anything happen, Milla?
You go to touch it towards the lever, it passes right through it.
Chalk. Rue's got the chalk. Come on.
Ian, you gotta draw something!
Oh, wait, so I just realized you are Rue-dy to booty.
Oh, fuck you!
Listen, I watched a lot of Nickelodeon as a kid.
And you said you don't like puns.
That was not a pun. That is literally drawing from the name.
I know!
Rue's got the chalk.
Rudy's got it!
Yeah, Enoch will look to her and just be like, "Can you try drawing a lever on the wall?"
She'll try to draw the lever on the wall.
You try to draw a lever on the wall. You have a black drawing of a lever on there, and nothing happens.
God!
Dan, can you do your thing where you figure out what the hell that thing is?
Take it. Dan holds out his hand to start a identify ritual.
Okay. Alright, as you go to cast Identify on this chalk. The only weird thing about this, it's not a specific magic item, but as you're kind of looking at this chalk, you use it to draw a... I'll just give this to you. If you take this chalk, and if you draw a square around the lever, something might happen.
What?
That's
Room
dumb.
down. I mean, this is the square
This
room.
is the fucking bones all over again! What the fuck?
It is stupid, but I mean, this is the
dumb.
square room.
This is dumb!
Dan's gonna float down, draw a square around the ghost lever.
And as you finish trying to square around the ghost lever, it becomes corporeal. And you kind of look at it. And as you get a better look at this lever, oh, it looks like it has a bone for a lever.
Oh, of course it does.
If we had looked at the lever harder, we would have figured this out. But instead, we had to go the full. It's a ghost, holy water. Wait, necromancy. Route.
I liked our ideas better. It's better than drawing a square around a lever.
Yeah, I agree.
Our way was more clever.
Place stinks.
Transmutation made sense. Holy water made sense. But
And in
no,
the
let's just
meantime-
draw a fucking square.
And what about fucking ghosts? We have to draw a specific shape.
You've never seen Rue look grumpier. She is the grumpiest piece of wind you ever did see.
And just as his eyes have closed, he's like so fucking done with this. He just casually tosses the chalk away and pulls the goddamn lever.
What's gonna be the puzzle behind this door? We're gonna have to do Sudoku.
Oh,
We have
man.
to do
I'd be fine with that. I can do Sudoku.
I can't do it. Like, I actually
Oh
have that
my
app.
God, you're the person I'm gonna look for.
No, Sudoku's a floor down. This one's a crossword.
Great.
Is it a word search?
So I'll have half a chance on that one. I'm pretty good at crosswords. Anyway.
All right.
Let's move Talad and Orvex down and get ready for the last door.
All right. And as you flip the lever, as you guys look out, you see that the square recess has been revealed. And as you go over shepherding the two NPCs away, who wants to do the honors of opening the octagon door?
I mean, I'm here and I've got Detect Magic, which has helped us for 90% of these puzzles, so sure.
All right. As you go to open this final door, the ceiling of this plaster-walled room is 15 feet high. A leather-backed tome rests atop a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set into the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons, arranged so that they appear to be falling and screaming. And as you have your Eldritch Sight up, you don't detect any magic in here.
I don't believe it, but I'm going to cautiously approach this book.
All right.
Enoch will point out to everyone, there's a book in here, and also some skeletons made to look like they're wailing in agony. But as the person who can read all languages, I think I'm the most suited for this.
All right.
If a skeleton look at you funny, I'll take care of them. I'll guard the doorway.
Thank you.
Let's see.
So what does cursed Wikipedia have to say?
We need
Let's
you to
see.
donate $2.
What pages is it open to? I have to double check. On it, in Infernal, and I'll give that to you as you look at this. There are 2 pages that are open to it. On the page on the left, it says, "See the lever, clear as day." And on the right page, it says, "Spin, spin the iron spider."
He'll yell out to Talad, "Hey Talad, you know anything about an iron spider?"
I know that the drow from my home usually worship Lolth, who is a spider goddess, but aside from that, not really.
Yeah, that was my only insight into drow culture, so I figured I would ask. So see the lever clear as day, and you're saying my magic sight picks up nothing?
Right.
Hmm.
And I'm going to type this in party notes.
All right, let me see there, see if there's anything popping out and how it's spelled.
All right.
See the lever, clear as day. Hold on. Make sure I have this. Spin, Iron Spider.
Also, looking
All
back
right.
here, something we totally glanced over when we were going over the stuff. The area we are in is called the Gears of Hate. So yes, that's very accurate.
Or rather, the area that you were in.
I mean, it's still a hop, skip, and a jump.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you do?
This floor's called 5 Doors and a Hot Dog.
Well, first, Enoch will try... Okay, clear as day. Let me try to dumb myself down to the level of dickery. He looks up at the ceiling to see if there's a lever on the ceiling.
You look up, there's plaster up there.
Okay.
Roll a perception check for me, I guess.
Oh, boy. Well, at least I have advantage on these. 19.
As you're kind of looking around, kind of surveying the room, the first thing that strikes out to you is that on the floor as you're standing on it, you do notice a seam that runs across it.
Oh.
And you also notice that in the lectern off to the side, it looks like there's a secret compartment there.
All right, let's see what's in the secret compartment.
Let's see.
He'll yell out to Rue. So already, the thing is dicking us around. You're better outside.
She just somehow looks even grumpier.
All right. Yeah, as you go, you see the secret compartment. Oddly enough, as you're kind of looking at it, you don't see anything really to be able to access it. You just kind of see there's a seam there.
Okay, so there's a seam in the floor and a secret compartment that I can't open.
Right.
And does the seam run literally the entire width of the room out to the door, or just under where he's standing?
From under where you're standing, yeah, basically the entire length of the room.
Okay, Tyrant Bane?
That's probably a trap door.
Yes.
Yeah. This entire room might be trapped. He just points at the seam in the ground.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, so we're just gonna step over here.
Okay, and I will step over here.
Yeah. Did I notice anything with the skeletons while I was looking around, or do I have to do a different perception check on them?
With that perception check, yeah, you don't really notice anything else out of the ordinary about the skeletons on the wall. They're just kind of like plastered in. Nothing else special about them.
All right, Enoch's going to lean over the lectern. All right, I am going to attempt to flip the page of a book. Okay? So be prepared.
All right. Which way are
I
you
have my
flipping the
sword
book?
in both hands like a bat.
Oh. I have a question, Milla. Does
I
it
may
look
have an answer.
Does it look like there might be any scratches on the floor, as if, say, I don't know, the floor might flip like pages?
With that perception check I gave you, no, you don't notice any scratches on the floor.
All right, Enoch will just say, now, Tyrant Bane, I have an unfounded idea of what could happen in here, but considering how fucky this place is, be prepared for the floor to flip like pages. So maybe hold on to the lectern.
Both hands just.
All right, Enoch is going to flip the page that says turn the Iron Spider.
Spit, Iron Spider. So are you flipping
As if like
the right page over to the left?
Yes, like
All right,
turning it like a normal book, not like a manga.
Yeah.
All right. So spinning it, turning it normally. The next 2 pages say, turn their flesh and bones to cider, and speak the rhyme and meet your fate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, he's now going to turn 2 pages back.
All right, you insert it back to see the lever clear as day, spin, Iron Spider.
And then turn the other way. I said turn it twice.
All right. back the other way, you see it say, keep the spider, speak the rhyme until it's done. And on the other page, it says, keep the spider locked away.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this cover to cover.
All right, you turn to the first page. And it says, backward, 8 to 1.
Can I get an idea of how many pages are in this book, Milla?
There are 8 pages.
Enoch
So
is going
you
to
have to read it like a manga.
Yeah. Enoch's going to get in touch with his inner weeaboo and try to flip this back.
All right, hold on. Let me grab the text for this so that you can actually read this. All right. Chapter 5. Hold on, because I want to make this all thematic. Yeah, thematic. Chapter 5. Because it's just so much better if you do it this way as I go to fetch it. All right. Where is it? There it is. Come on. There we go. In the party notes. I have it there.
All right, then I will read it out loud. Forward, 1 to 8. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Turn their flesh and bones to cider. Spin, iron spider. See the lever clear as day. Keep the spider locked away. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Backwards, 8 to 1.
And as you say that last part out loud, you hear a click, and the secret compartment opens.
He will look in the secret compartment.
You see there's a lever there.
He will pull the lever.
You pull the lever. And everyone who is outside of the room, you see that the hexagon on the skeleton door has recessed.
You got it.
Oh, wow, we managed to do this without setting off a trap.
Oh, good. I will let go of the lectern now.
Yeah, I don't want to know what would have happened if we did that the other way.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
I love that we're tired of magic bullshit club we formed, Rabbits.
This one isn't even magic. This is just a bullshit normal
This
trap.
place stinks!
You say that, but I have a full feeling that if we had read that wrong, especially since it's infernal, it would have turned those skeletons to actual things, and they would have attacked us.
Oh, I was waiting for waiting for the floor to drop out from under you. That's
Yeah,
what I was
same,
waiting for.
honestly.
I was like, started this. I like the puzzles, and now they are so obtuse that I feel like I need to get Tylenol every Tuesday to do these puzzles.
Well, you're almost out of there. I'll say that.
All right.
Look, as a man who loves puzzle games, this is too many puzzles.
Well,
No, it's too many cheating puzzles.
All right,
Yeah.
yes, too many cheating puzzles. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You know what? You're right. You're right.
Wait,
This
you're
is
right,
why I
you're
love
right.
when we break the puzzles, because fuck these puzzles.
Yeah, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck him.
all right.
One elephant ward.
Well, now that we can unlock this door, we have a crossroads here. Mostly because we still have some stuff on this floor to do. Points at the mace on Tyrant Bane's hips. Do we want to investigate that crawl space and see if we can't fix the gears? Because you still have an obligation to your dead founder. I'm trying to be respectful.
No, you're right.
I mean, we can always go back for that, but she points at Dan. I don't think.
Dan is staring at the door, waiting
Yes.
for someone to put the skulls in.
I don't think he will let us just walk out of here at this point.
Look, mine is like a Shin Megami request. Dan is like a Shin Megami. We have to do that. That's main story stuff right there. Look at that.
Listen, I only
Look
play
at it.
Persona.
That's good. I'm barely learning.
That's fine. If you ever want to do the original Persona games, I've got emulators for all of them.
Love your face. All right, let's go.
Okay, well then Enoch will reach in and start pulling out skulls, which is weird considering he's not a necromancer or that type of warlock.
All right, as you make your way up to the door, and as you go to reach up there, let's see. You manage to hear a slight snicker coming from behind as
Well,
appearing from as though just apparating out of thin air, you see 3 haggard and rough-looking ladies appear. One of which... Where are those descriptions?
One's my favorite one, though.
Oh, definitely. One has tarnished gold coins covering her eyes, and ants that are crawling around her skull.
Of course.
You
You always
do.
need some ant hair.
One has a squirming leather sack sewn over her head. And the last one has a string of chattering children's teeth and has a heavy peg leg. And as she in particular cackles and laughs and points at you specifically, Dan.
Choice words for her. You just wait.
We need to stop them, sisters. The cradle must not be disturbed. And that's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Woo! Thing I want to say to her specifically, can I do it?
Sure, we'll leave it off on that.
And before I say the whole thing, I would like to cast Is That Allowed in just sheer rage and momentum to emphasize what I'm about to say.
Okay. What are you casting?
I was going to cast Witch Bolt at 5th level on her.
Okay, we'll resolve that on the initiative if that gets started next session. But yeah, here they are at last, everyone. The Sown Sisters.
And I'll
Ready to defend the cradle, as they call it.
And I'll say my piece. My name is Galinda Aylworth, grandson of Josephine Aylworth. You incited a mob to kill my grandmother, and I will have vengeance! Prepare to die! Malficia Fulman!
Bravo.
Yay.
Bravo.
Hey.
I like that.
Thank you. I've
Definitely
worked
Indigo
on that.
Montoya vibes. I dig it.
Yes,
I was about to say
exactly.
the exact same thing, Caitlin.
That's exactly where I pulled it from, yes.
Good.
Good. It's the
We did it.
perfect introduction.
I
Also-
love it.
Also, congratulations, everybody. This is the first time we've actually heard Dan's real name.
Hooray.
No, he said it multiple times.
Yeah, it's just you refer to me as Dan most of the time because it's easier.
Because you
We're
told
just
us when
gonna-
we met you to call you Dan.
Yeah,
We're just gonna
because it's
stand over. We're just gonna stand over their smoldering bodies, and I'm just gonna just wipe the soot off my fur, and then look at Dan and go, "Oh, Peggy, that's what the peg leg. That's right."
Oh, that's right. We all made that realization when the other hag told us how to find her. Man, that was only like 4 weeks ago, but it feels like a lifetime.
Yeah.
That feels like 3 months.
I have to go back through my introductory notes and see, yeah.
All right. Well, then let's start off with our outros. Caitlin, where can they find you?
Hello. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, AKC37. I do art. Commissions are open. If you want any of that stuff, you can find all my information there.
Alrighty, moving right along. DeLuna, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DLuna1338 until that dies. Everywhere else, at DeLuna13. We are not doing it this weekend or next weekend for obvious reasons, but Sundays you can find me on Twitch the Person's YouTube channel as Nova, the Blue Ranger on Power Rangers Cyber Strike, along with Choco Zombie, who is not here today, unfortunately. We are going to start back that up at the first week of the new year, and if you haven't watched the episodes, now's a good time to catch up because we're about to get into some fun stuff.
Alrighty, Milla, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me DMing for this lovely group of players. You can catch me over on Twitter at MillenNinjaNerd. You can also find me where I stream at twitch.tv/MillenNinja. I have begun my Pokemon Violet Generational Nuzlocke. What's a Generational Nuzlocke? If I run into a new area, I roll a d10. The number rolled is either the generation of the first Pokemon that I see is the one I catch, or if I roll a 10, first dealer's choice, first one I see, go. But yeah, it's been fun. I've only had 2 deaths. Rest in peace, Justin Bieber, my Diglett, as well as Truffles, my Lechonk. But it's alright, we have our starter and a few other good Pokemon yet as we're making our way to the first gym. So if you would like to see what this Nuzlocke entails, swing on by at some point in the future as I try to get a more consistent streaming schedule. But yeah, hope to see you there.
Alrighty, Draco, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube as Draco Magnus. You can find me on Twitter, like DeLuna said, until it dies, as at DMagnius. And you can find me here on Twitch as Draco_Magnus. I stream every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday now at 10 p.m. East Standard Time. The Thursday one might be 9:30. We're not going to be doing anything this week because, Christmas and all that. But next week, Thursday, I have something planned of a D&D variety that I'll plug a bit now. We're going to be doing Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, or as we've affectionately called it, Odyssey of Rhapsody of Fire. It's going to be an ancient Greek setting campaign, and I'll have more to tell you about that probably next Tuesday.
Huh, really neat. Rabbit, where can they find you?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Rabbit. I'm a writer and a comedian. You can go ahead and find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Hey Mr. Rabbit. YouTube's where I go ahead and throw my VODs up. Been actually scripting for some actual YouTube videos. But for the most part, I stream throughout the week on Twitch. I stream horror games and RPGs. If that's the kind of thing you like going ahead and seeing, I play everything from like RuneScape, Evil Within, Choo Choo Charles, Castlevania, just all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fun stuff. I'm sure you like. So many good hand-picked little things. They play with my little fingers. And if that seems like the kind of thing you'd like, just come down to Rabbit Town. I'm taking a break this week. I'm taking a break for the holidays. But I'm coming back on Monday, and I'm going to be playing some more RuneScape with my buddy Bromed. So come on down.
Alrighty, and you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube at BurnoutVaughn, where, oh boy, I just took a look at how many videos I have uploaded for D&D playlists, and it is well close to 100 at this point, just because there's 52 episodes of this and 18 episodes of the other main game we do. So
holy moly.
Yeah, and we're only going to be adding another 4 to 5 episodes with our next game, which I already spoke of during the break, but I'm going to keep shilling because it's kind of like a really cool game that I'm looking forward to. So, on December 30th, you can join myself, JC Doodles, our Dungeon Master, and my fellow players, Miss Tweetums from our previous mini-series, Web of Deceit, Blue Kazanate from D6 The Black Archives, as well as Sarah Ann Williams from The Unexpectables, as we go into a level-modified version of Waterdeep Dragon Heist that we are calling C4. You can find the art for that done by the very amazing and talented Blue Kazanate pinned on my Twitter right now. And we've got a very fun and fully dysfunctional group that we are going to try to rob somebody with. We'll find out more once the game starts the Friday after next. So that's our little Christmas present to all of you. And before I say who we're going to raid, but as I start up the raid, because I want to send some love to somebody who sent a lot of love to us in the past, we have to get to our quote of the session, which from El Robot goes to Rue. This creature cheats.
That needs to be a raid message. Connor's gonna be so fucking confused.
I mean, considering he's playing card games, that's the perfect thing to go into. Either that or Rudy's got the chalk.
Yeah.
Rudy's got the job.
Yeah,
Got the job.
I think that one.
Rudy, you gotta draw something.
Okay, so that's RUE-DY's got the chalk. That'll be our raid message. Thank you all for coming out, and we will possibly be streaming next week. We have to talk to ourselves about that after the game, but keep an eye out, and we'll try to keep you posted. So until then, show some love to Distortion Devil, and we will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.